Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dr. Umi Wahida from Pesantren Al-Asriah Nurul Iman Islamic Boarding School, Parung, Bogor. Lots of activities, and Alhamdulillah, that is why we are chosen as the pilot project, as well as the we can say the best practice for ecology, or what they say, eco pesantren. Because you see, Nurul Iman is a free education Islamic boarding school, a pesantren of 15,000 children from early childhood education to university until I get them married. So we can imagine in a very enclosed, compact place, if we don't take care, or if we don't pay attention to the surrounding areas, to the environment, we are going to create a disaster. So like for example, our business is free and quality education supported by social entrepreneurship. And our entrepreneurship is to focus on few: food, energy, renewable energy, water and waste businesses, and that is all connected with the environment, as well as what is now happening, the climate change. Because in Nurul Iman, nothing is wasted and nothing is burnt. So our tagline is, there's no trash but cash. So everything is recyclable and everything can be used, and we are not only talking about the 3R, but we are talking about the 4R. So we reduce, we reuse, we recycle, and we get the rupiah, 4Rs. So we are very desperate, because with a community of 15,000 people, if we don't take care of the environment, then we're gonna create disaster for our own community. So if you want to talk about climate change, about taking care of the environment, we are number one. Climate change does not only affect Southeast Asia, but the world. Like for example, we are staying in Parung, Bogor. It is called the rainy town. But now, we don't have any rain like for a few weeks. Before, it's like almost every day. Without any excuse, we will have rain, but now no more. Because our land is 25 hectares of land and 11 hectares of fish ponds. There are 3 big fish ponds in Parung, Bogor, and now we are left with only 1 fish ponds. There is 11 hectares that is owned by my school. The rest are all covered, and they are now all building houses and real estate. And that is what we call creating we are closing the catchment area. So there's no catchment area anymore. And with that, everything is so hot, so humid, and very dusty. We used to have like more than 100 durian trees. Now we are left like about 50, because you know, durian trees, they are very high, you get struck by lightning. But we still continue on planting more and more trees, especially fruit trees. But it's only the Nurul Iman community, the villages around us, they don't care. They like to burn. They like to burn trash. That's why it's always very smoky, very dusty in our area. And even though I created the bank sampah, but the villagers still like to burn their trash. They must be very responsible, because they are the leaders, especially when we talk about religion. Mostly people who are religious and who has very staunch commitment to the religion. Like for myself, I'm an Islamic religion from the Islamic boarding school, a pesantren, and I'm the leader. And usually in pesantren we have this verse, Sami'na wa ata'na. I listen and I follow. So when the religious leaders themselves, be it Islam, Hindu, Buddhist, Christian, Catholics, or even those who don't believe in religion, like the agnostic, they believe in God but they don't believe in religion. But we are talking about spirituality. When these religious leaders don't have the responsibility to make their followers, the people who embrace their religions, they are the one who will, like what we say, they are the one we can say they are at fault. Because religious leaders must take care. When whatever they do, they have the followers who see what they are doing. So it's very important to walk the talk. So we have to do what we preach. Like preachers, they preach, they dakwah. But if they just talk and talk and talk, then it will be NATO, no action, talk only. So leaders, please, especially religious leaders, please, no NATO, please walk the talk. And action speaks louder than words. Like what I'm doing. Like I always tell my students, we must recycle, we must reduce, reuse and recycle. And whatever I'm saying, I'm doing also. So when the students see, oh, Umi, reduce, reuse and recycle, we must do that also. And we divide the trash with the plastic, paper, stainless steel and glass. Everything is divided, so it's easier for us to recycle all our rubbish. And that's how we try, even though we are a small community of 15,000 student population, we try to at least mitigate the climate change. And when we have climate change, we have, of course, we will have a lot of natural disasters. To me, they are not strong enough. They are not strict enough. Maybe because I'm born and raised in Singapore, how Lee Kuan Yew was very strict, very disciplined. Because in Islam, everything is stated in the Al-Quran and the Hadith, and I'm really dependent on these religious leaders, especially the Muslim Hukamah leaders, the Council of Elders, to really pay attention to the environment, especially to the climate change. Because like the rich Islamic countries like Qatar, Dubai, Middle East, these are the rich countries. Rich countries, they have a lot of funds to help the less rich country to be able to focus on environmental preservation and how we're gonna try to not only mitigate but try to avoid natural disasters. So their role is very, very crucial, very important, and like what I say, is like kind of life-threatening. If they don't do anything, then how are we going to allow the followers to follow the Al-Quran and the Hadith? To me, prevention is better than cure, because when we prevent climate change, that means we preserve the environment. Please don't waste food, number one. Please take whatever near you, because everything is stated in the Al-Quran, in the Hadith. Don't waste. When you waste, your friend is the devil, the shaitan, because when you waste, shaitan is your friend, the devil is your friend. Next, please take from the nearest, because why? When you take everything from the nearest, like we plant our own vegetables, we rear our own fishes for our own meal, like Nurul Iman. Whatever the 15,000 student population needs, we produce. So we grow our own food, we have our own paddy fields, our own rice fields, we have our own rice factories, and then we produce our own coffee because we want to drink coffee, and then we have our own korban, we have our own cattle, our own goats, our own chickens to have the eggs. Please, whatever we need, we grow ourselves. Because when we take everywhere from far, especially when we import from other countries, we will create the glasshouse effect, the pollution, and that is never going to stop. And it's going to create more and more problem. And there is not only, we're not going to feel it. I think our future generation, they're not going to see anything. They're going to just see every disaster in the world all from our own hands. Thank you.